Hey guys, we are going to solve for some variables today. So the whole foundation of this that we're working on is that if you do the same thing to both sides of the equal sign, your equation stays true. Okay, so basically, if I had 5 equals 5, right? If I add 1 to both sides, I get 6 equals 6, which is still true, right? So that's the whole thing we're working on. As long as we do it to both sides, we're good, okay? So right now I have n plus 7 equals 15, but I just want n equals something, okay? So what do I need to do to get rid of that plus 7? Well, I'm going to do the opposite of it, so I'm going to subtract 7, okay? If I subtract 7 from this side of the equation, I need to subtract it from this side as well, okay? Some people like to draw a line. If that helps, great. Okay, so now positive 7 minus 7 gives me 0. So I'm just left with n on this side equals 15 minus 7 gives me 8. And look at that, n equals 8. Now you can always go back and plug it back in. Is 8 plus 7 equal to 15? Yes, it is. Look at that. Okay, next one, I have a minus 12 equals 4, okay? So I want a by itself. So how do I get rid of a negative 12? Well, I'm going to add 12, okay? Because that's going to give me 0. But I can't just add 12 without adding it to the other side. So I'm going to add it over here as well. Okay, those go away. So I'm left with a equals 16, okay? You can always plug it back in. Is 16 minus 12 equal to 4? Yes, it is. Okay, next we have 3h equals negative 21. Okay, so that 3h means 3 times h. Okay, so how do I undo multiplication? Well, I do division. Okay, so I'm going to divide this side by 3. Why do I do that? Because 3 over 3 is equal to 1, so then I'm left with 1h, or just h, okay? But again, if I do it on this side, I gotta do it on this side, okay? So these 3's just go to 1, so I'm left with 1h, which I usually just write as h, equals negative 21 divided by 3. When I have a negative divided by a positive, it leaves me with a negative. So this is going to be negative 7, okay? And then we can always plug it back in. Is 3 times negative 7 equal to negative 21? Yes, it is. Okay. All right, last one. If I have b divided by 6 equals 7, okay? So b is being divided by 6. Remember, my whole goal is to get b alone. b is being divided by 6. So to undo that, I'm going to multiply by 6, okay? If I do it to one side, I got to do it to the other side. Okay. So I could write this now that it's like 6b over 6, right? And so those cancel just like up here. Those cancel. 7 times 6 gives me 42. So I'm left with b equals 42. Now, is 42 divided by 6 equal to 7? Yes, it is. Okay, this is going to be a big, huge part of your math journey. You're going to do this like forever. And they're going to get a little more complicated, but you're going to practice it, and you're going to do awesome at it. So hopefully that made sense. Bye.